way up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where the air hangs heavy with secrets and the stars seem closer than the ground beneath your feet. Something strange has been happening for centuries. Folks call them the Brown Mountain Lights, ghostly orbs that float and flicker through the night, defying explanation and leaving chills in their wake. Whether they're spirits of ancient warriors, lost souls wandering the ridges, or something far beyond our understanding, one thing's for sure: once you see 'em, you'll never forget 'em. Welcome to Kentucky Melodies, America's Scariest Stories, where we bring you ghostly legends, spooky haints, and bone-chilling tales from all over this great land. These stories will have you looking over your shoulder all night. So pull up a chair, dim them lights, and let's dive into the eerie and unexplained. Now, way up yonder in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, where Linville Gorge cuts through the land like an old scar from something ancient, there's a mystery that's been puzzling folks for centuries. They call them the Brown Mountain Lights, ghostly orbs that float, flicker, and dance across them ridges in ways nobody's rightly figured out. Beneath the blanket of stars, these strange lights have become the stuff of legend, leaving folks wondering if they're spirits, science, or something far more sinister. It's a tale passed down through the years, tangled up in wonder and fear. Long before settlers ever set foot in these mountains, the Cherokee and Catawba folks had their own stories about them Brown Mountain Lights. The Cherokee reckoned they were the spirits of warriors who'd fallen in battle, their ghostly shapes wandering the ridges, still hunting for their lost comrades. The Catawba, on the other hand, believed the lights were sorrowful women, searching forever for the souls of their fallen men. These tales, passed down round campfires and etched into memory, gave the lights a deep spiritual meaning, making them a living part of the mountain's lore. When the European settlers came along, they saw the lights too. Early travelers, guiding themselves by lanterns and starlight, told of strange orbs hovering above the trees, softly glowing before disappearing into the night. Folks said the lights seemed alive, weaving through the hollers like restless spirits, their eerie presence both capturing hearts and sending shivers down spines. Back in 1913, folks really started buzzing about the Brown Mountain Lights after a fisherman's tale hit the Charlotte Daily Observer. He told of strange red orbs that'd show up every evening, hovering just over the mountain's horizon. Them lights would rise and fall, glowing with this unearthly hue for disappearing into the night. His story got folks curious, and it weren't long before others started coming forward with their own accounts. By 1922, the U.S. Geological Survey sent a feller named George R. Mansfield to poke round and figure it out. He claimed the lights were nothing but reflections from train headlights, campfires, or brush fires, but the locals weren't buying it. They knew better, saying they'd seen the lights long before trains ever came through these parts. And besides, they pointed out how them orbs moved in ways no headlight or fire ever could, darting round, changing colors, and dancing like they had a mind of their own. The lights kept drawing attention, and the sightings just added more fuel to the fire. Some folks said they saw 'em hovering like lanterns, while others swore they zipped through the sky faster than you could blink. Witnesses talked about orbs pulsing with colors, disappearing, and reappearing like they was playing hide-and-seek with anyone brave enough to watch. Now, them Brown Mountain Lights have been sparking curiosity and spinning tales among folks in North Carolina for generations. These mysterious orbs have got people wondering, and over the years, all kinds of explanations have bubbled up, mixing together old folklore, first-hand accounts, and the culture of the mountains. Whether it's ghostly spirits, natural phenomena, or something downright otherworldly, everyone's got their own idea about what makes these lights dance through the night. Round these parts, most folks reckon there's something downright otherworldly about the Brown Mountain Lights. One of the oldest stories says them lights are the spirits of Catawba maidens, wandering the ridges in search of their warriors who fell in a fierce battle on Brown Mountain. It's a tale passed down through the ages, so deep in the roots of this land that it's as much a part of the mountains as the trees and the rocks. Another story tells of a faithful old slave from Civil War times. They say he'd roam the mountain, lantern in hand, looking for the master he'd lost. Folks claim the lights are his restless spirit still searching night after night. That tale grew legs when it was turned into the bluegrass tune Brown Mountain Lights by Scotty Wiseman, spreading the legend far and wide. Folks round here who've seen the Brown Mountain Lights often say they look like hazy lanterns, bobbing off in the distance, kind of like someone walking the ridges with a light in hand. These sightings have only fueled the notion that something ghostly's at play. One local put it plain, saying, "We always heard it was native spirits who died in the area." Whether it's the spirits of Cherokee warriors or something else entirely, them lights have a way of giving folks the chills and making them believe in things they can't quite explain. Now, not everyone thinks the Brown Mountain Lights are spirits or ghosts. Some folks reckon there's a more down-to-earth reason for 'em. They figure the lights might be a kind of will-o'-the-wisp caused by gases coming up from decaying plants and lighting up on their own. Others say it could be something like atmospheric tricks or reflections from far-off lights, like car headlights or campfires bouncing off the ridges. Whatever the case, these explanations don't quite sit right with everyone, especially those who've seen the lights do things no natural cause could explain. Over the years, the story of the Brown Mountain Lights has grown and shifted, picking up pieces of folklore, science, and everything in between. What started as campfire tales and whispered legends has been shaped by each generation, mixing the old beliefs with new ideas. It's this constant blend of tradition and curiosity that keeps the mystery alive, always changing, but never losing its spark. When it comes down to it, folks' thoughts on the lights are just as wild and varied as the lights themselves. Some swear by the supernatural, spirits and ghostly figures haunting the ridges, while others lean toward science, looking for answers in the land and sky. But no matter where you stand, one thing's for sure. The Brown Mountain Lights have a way of capturing imaginations and reminding us that some mysteries are meant to linger. The Brown Mountain Lights are still as much a mystery today as they were all those years ago, with folks from far and wide heading to spots like Wiseman's View or the Brown Mountain Overlook, hoping to catch a glimpse. Clear nights in the fall seem to be when they're most active, glowing in colors like white, yellow, red, and even blue, floating silent as a ghost above the mountain ridges. Witnesses describe the lights with a mix of awe and unease. Some say they drift low over the treetops, flickering like lanterns carried by unseen hands. Others talk about 'em darting through the air with a speed and purpose that don't seem natural, disappearing and reappearing like they're playing some kind of game. The most unnerving stories come from those who swear the lights feel alive like they're watching whoever's watching them. Even with all the fancy gadgets and research from places like Appalachian State University, the lights keep their secrets. Cameras might capture their movements, and instruments might track their glow, but no one's come close to explaining exactly what they are. Each new study only deepens the mystery, leaving plenty of space for wonder and speculation to light up imaginations, just like those strange orbs in the night sky. Standing under the stars and seeing the brown mountain lights for yourself is like touching something eternal, a bridge between what is and what once was. It's a glimpse into a mystery that no amount of science or technology has managed to tame. Whether they're the spirits of long-lost warriors, strange forces deep in the earth, or something that goes beyond what we can understand, them lights have a way of haunting the soul and sticking in your mind. For those drawn to the unknown, Brown Mountain is like a siren's call. It's a place where legend and reality twist together, where the air feels heavy, like the past and present are whispering secrets just out of reach. The lights flicker and dance through the darkness, calling to anyone brave enough to watch and wonder. But their true purpose, well, that's something only the mountain itself seems to know, and it ain't sharing anytime soon. Now that you've heard the tale of the Brown Mountain Lights, what do y'all reckon they are? Could they be the spirits of Cherokee warriors or something natural, like gases or reflections? Or maybe, just maybe, they're a sign of something otherworldly watching us from the shadows. Have you ever seen something strange in the mountains that gave you pause? Share your thoughts and stories down in the comments. We'd love to hear 'em. If you've got a hankering for more tales that'll send a shiver up your spine, don't stop here. Head on down to the description and check out more of Kentucky Melodies, America's Scariest Stories, where we dive into the haunts, mysteries, and legends from all across this land. And don't forget to subscribe. There's more darkness just round the bend, and you don't want to miss what's coming. Remember, sometimes the scariest things aren't the stories, but the silence that follows.